Hello everyone and welcome back to once again another episode of our Lagrisser mobile series. It has been quite a while and I have been disappearing from the streams. However, we are back. I'm only gonna take it slowly for now. I've been extremely busy, so it was very difficult to come and join you for a little bit of fun. What we'll be doing today is actually just focusing on random things so that we can just talk about the game itself. I have already played in the first 2 rounds of the Apex tournament and I lost in the second one. Cheers to Knasperkex for a very well played match. My head was clearly not in the game and he took good advantage of that and made himself part of the next round, so good job on him. Oh, hello Guwap, how are you doing? So what we're gonna do today is I'm going to roll into Macho Lotto some bit, and I'm also going to roll for Alustriel, and then we are gonna explore what Alustriel is actually capable of. Maybe we'll even talk about the future of her, because she does get unique equipment that I believe improves her abilities. So, where do we begin? I guess we begin by the events. I think it's important to mention that not only is the Big Bro Gamble and the flag in.
Equip banner Monka S.
Paphead. Maybe we will. Depends on how early we get Alustriel. Okay, we'll think about that. Yeah, I was just about to mention that. While the Fury.
Need more gems. Let me borrow some love paper.
No, the gems I've been accumulating for so long, so I think I've earned this. So, these things actually were able to drop already. I, for example, have a Giant's Resolve, which is complete garbage, but that's classic me. We may roll a little bit into this banner to see if we get lucky and get a Fury of Tier or more. I think Mimir's War Axe is also the best in slot for Yusuke, so we may also consider that one. However, actually I've never even seen Fujin's Wing. Doesn't matter. However, we are first going to start with Macho Lotto, and I was actually wondering myself, because I somehow have 6 rune stones and I don't even know who to use them on yet. I was wondering if I should go all the way, because really interesting, but that's also 4,000 crystals. Just build Sonya.
God save for YYH, they're trying to bait me Dio sad.
Yeah, I can say one thing. Because of the fact that we did not get a puzzle event, we are not gonna get Yu Yu Hakusho next week. So this is like almost 100% confirmed. But I have no official confirmation, which is the reason why I'm not calling it out straight. However, we know from the Chinese server and from previous events, if there is a crossover event coming, there is a puzzle event at the same time, and it contains the characters. And because we didn't see this, we actually got to see, I think last or 2 weeks ago, a Zerida puzzle. We are not likely to get, which I have to say is fucking amazing for me, because I am looking forward to level 70 Awakening and the finals of the Apex Arena matches being absolutely crazy, right? It will be with 6 kill units all over the place, and some people may even have a Luna Awakened. So that's gonna be cool. I'm looking forward for that. So, question number 1. How far are we willing to go on Macho Lotto?
Please no.
Please no? I think it's gonna be amazing. I think it's a lot of fun. Let's see. What are we interested in Macho Lotto at all? Actually, I think I'm only interested in the SSR accessory. The skin does not even contain any other selectable skins, and while I have to say Lambda's skin is amazing, I never use Lambda. I do have Lambda, so I guess Talker. So I guess it could be interesting to have this for the future. But the question is it really worth 4,000 crystals? Assuming we have to go all the way.
That is one of best looking skins in game.
That is very true. It is one of the best looking skins in the game. But I do have to upgrade Lambda if we ever want to even see it remotely. On the other hand, it's also very true that we're never gonna see this skin again, right? I think it's something like that. You know what? Here we go. I have to say, I do have a billion crystals.
Just
so
use her as portrait time for waifu swap.
I guess that is very true. So crystal ball, I guess that's fine. You know what? We have a fucking billion shit ton of crystals. Let's see how far we go. 2, 3. Ooh, that's really good. Ooh, how about I just end here? Oh my god. Oh my god. That is really good. Like at this point it's pure profit. Oh my god. This is the problem of not being full free to play, in which case I would have already quit, or full invested, in which case I would say, ah, fuck it. It's just crystals. Damn. Because of course we're gonna be paying for these two, that's for sure. The tickets, I guess, is a little bit of a rebate, but it's not that much. This is completely worthless. I really don't need the runestone. Guess the accessories. Skin is great. Just it's gonna be so bad when we roll for the accessory.
I always roll for accessory and then check I am.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm gonna roll for the accessory and it's gonna be an elven belt, and we're gonna cry because we will have spent 2,000 crystals in doing that. On the other hand, of course, 2,000 crystals is just 2 multiples, which is not the craziest amount of things. What do we think, chat? What do we think? You know what? We'll leave it hanging. That is a good idea. We'll go on to the next step. And we need to get Alustriel, right? And because we have already... No, actually... I think I am owed a hero in very... I got it. This is the order in which we're gonna do things. We're gonna summon Alustriel, which at worst comes at the 30th pull, because I have already pulled 70 things and not gotten anything in the last banner that I rolled. So if we don't get PT'd into Alustriel, and then we roll maybe 1 or 2 times in the equipment summon and we get a Hand of Terror, I will say fuck it and go all the way through Macho Lotto. That is my promise. Also, nice amount of tickets. So here we go. Time to get Alustriel. Because I already have the other heroes, of course. So we say, ah. How about it, Alustriel? You want to just join us? Nope. Mi Varna. Lu. The L for Lagrisser, so... Nope. Pity it is.
Elves are hard to catch in their natural environment, don't expect get lucky.
Yeah, that is very true. Alu. This is PT, don't get excited. We were 100% certified to get this. The question is, do we get an extra? Because that can still happen. Okay, Alustriel as expected.
Dio Hypers.
Garbage. Nope. We are down to the minute. Okay. I will do 2 multiples for this equipment banner.
Wrong banner.
Oof. Thank you. Thank you. That was very close. Holy shit, that would have been really bad. Okay, so blah blah blah. 2 summons. Go.
LMAOOL.
We have to say Ter. Nice. Okay,
Don't
okay.
do it, Bakey.
Well, too late, Sudark.
Next week you.
No, I am 99% sure it won't be you Haksha. Okay, that is not what we want. That is error. That is all. And equipment banners are the... Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, we got the hammer. I really wanted Ter's hand, but I will take the hammer.
Hammer PogChamp.
PogChamps in chat. And that's it, right?
ID stop after getting that.
Yes.
Dio Poggers, Dio Poggers, Dio Poggers, Dio Poggers.
Okay, so we have Mimir's War Axe. Let's get out of here. We get offered random things. Let's check things out. First things first. Whip. Hammer. So see, I did get this thing, but it's so bad. Like, look at this.
Go back time to spend all resources.
Nah, I think we're fine. We didn't spend that much. I think it's very conservative of us. So let's look at the Mimir's War Axe. Attack plus 2%. It can go on water people, holy people, and infantry. So Ledin could use this, I guess, but it's attack, so Ledin doesn't use it. Of course, we know for sure it's going on Yusuke. So let's see what else could it be. After attacking and killing an enemy, or whenever an ally dies, dispel one debuff from yourself and restore 10% HP, while also gaining hero damage 10% for one turn. Ah, it's very interesting.
The only person who uses this hammer is Yuzuki.
It is the only person, right? I can see also some water people in the future, right? Because I think there are crazy new heroes being released for water. I don't think any of our heroes will use this, but I didn't know it did so many cool things. Well, one debuff from yourself. I wonder, you know what? We can actually check. What does this gain?
They can use rag.
They can use rag. Yeah, I guess that is also.
Why would you ever use hammer on water when they can use axes?
True, water can use axes. You are very right. I guess, wait, can Chris use this? But why would Chris want this anyway? Okay, so I'm guessing this goes to 20% and hero damage 20%.
ATK Chris build.
Attack Chris build. True. You know, I've been away for so long that I cannot even. Oh my god. Wait, this cannot be used. Fuck. Never mind. Okay, yeah, it's Yusuke or no one. And that's fine. You know what? We're gonna get Yusuke eventually. So that person will exist in our ranks. Okay. So yes, next part.
CHER1 Go Bakira, are you playing
Hey,
Apex
fun time.
this weekend?
Stupid
Phantom has cheered 1 bits.
Thank you very much. I actually did not pass the second round. Sadly, last week was a very rough week, and I ended up losing my second match against Knuspekeks, who played really well. Yeah. Maybe we can review the matches at another time. But it was really, really tricky, and I made extremely visible mistakes, and Knuspekeks really, really capitalized on them. So I'm actually very happy for him because he played really well. We usually had like some encounters. So the fact that he was into the game means that he really deserves to move forward. Let us see. We have a new hero. And the new hero is actually not Emilia. It's Alustriel. No. You know what?
Bakira top 3 on Apex 3.
Funtime, actually, Season 3 is going to be amazing for me. That is very true. So not only are we getting, of course, the 6 points, which makes some characters that I already use insane. For example, Joshua gets insane. Luna with her 3C gets insane. Bosel gets insane. It's not because of the 3C, but the unique of Gizarov is insane. Leonhard doesn't really get matched, so actually Leonhard kind of loses a bit of power compared to everyone else. I don't know, there are so many heroes that I'm using that are gonna benefit from this that I think Juggler, of course, Juggler. I think season 3 is going to be really good for me. And just to go insane, I think I'm gonna be removing land use from my Apex lineup. Insane. I know. You have never heard such insanity. In the meantime, Alustriel. Alustriel is a hero that attacks with a bow. That means she probably has 2 range and 3 move. Is that correct? Yeah. 2 range, 3 moves. So Alustriel is supposed to be a tricky person when moving on defensive terrain, right? I think that was the history of her. The talent. She belongs to the Origin of Light, to the Glory, and to Strategists. It's a little bit of a miss that she belongs to Strategists in the term that this faction buff doesn't really benefit her. But of course, if you're going land use, this could be really good. And obviously, Glory and Origins can totally help her exist. Okay. Forest Spring. With every 4 blocks moved, I guess, damage dealt and crit chance are increased by 4%. So damage and crit chance, okay, up to a max of 5. No, I see. So it will be up to a 20. When passing through defensive terrain, gain 1 chance to negate mobility penalties. I think her special thing is that she basically gets free moves, right? Also, there is a mounted version of her. Yes, there we go. So, the fact that she usually goes on cavalry means that it would be very difficult for her to traverse a forest, but if you have her on high stars, you're able to even bypass the forest without paying any type of movement. Because when it says like gain chance to... Wait, no, actually this is exactly what it says. You can move basically through forest, and I think if you have her at 5 moves, you just move all the way. You know what, we can test this right away. We are gonna go to Secret Realm, challenge events, Twisted Fate, whatever, just take me somewhere. We're gonna go here. I love using these things because it never has stamina cost, so that's pretty cool. Alustriel. So if you see, Alustriel should only be able to go 1 tile south, right? However, skip this. However, you see, she is able to actually move, let's say, the original 3 and 1 free move. And this goes per star, right? So you're able to, if you have a lot of stars, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the last move and then attack, which could be potentially very crazy. Also, let's get out of here. Also, I believe she has very special skills that trigger when you're moving on defensive terrain. So we go all the way back to Alustriel. And we look at neutralizing fire. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. When you are on defensive terrain, deals fixed damage before battle. This is the basic thing, but it's already gonna do something about damage. Additionally, she gets Endure, but this is irrelevant. However, Natural Warding. When on forest, mountain, and grassland terrains, unit damage is not affected by melee penalty. So that's already cool. You can punch people and let people punch you and still get all the damage in. When entering battle with a melee attack, damage taken is reduced by 20%. So on some occasions it could even be good. If you go all the way, you have Onrush, which does not fit her, but whatever. That's a single enemy. It also even only has 1 block range. I guess you're never using this. Before battle, defense and magic defense is increased. Roundabout, this is the good one. When attacking, damage dealt 10%, that's already good. And then you may move back 2. If I remember this correctly from Alfred, you can use your talent, so the free moves on defensive terrain, with the move again part if you didn't spend it yet. So for example, you go in a straight line, you attack, and then instead of just moving 2, you move 1 and then through the forest all the other 4 tiles and then 1 more at the end. So that is very decent. Skill command. Command skill that costs 2. I guess this makes her very useful when the 6 costs are equipable. Increases skill of all allies within 3 blocks by 20%. This includes, of course, yourself. And there's basically no command that overlaps with this other than Landford. So that's really, really unique on her part. And because the range is 3, it is also a little bit more useful than usual. It's pretty good. Let's see, I think we are reaching the super final ultimate attack over there. Oh wow, actually very notorious. She does not have a third path, which is the norm on all non-crossover units. Except Serida, I guess. You know what? Forget it. Forget it. Attack support. After taking an action, do absolutely nothing. I would recommend no one to use attack support. It's very hard to get it going, and also because it is an attack increase and not a damage increase, it absolutely clashes with faction buff, rendering it almost useless. The only good thing about attack support is immunity to silence. However, how many times are you really gonna use it? And we are about to arrive to the true one. Here we go. Emerald Crusher. 3 rounds cooldown, very important.
Is a Greenier Matthew Almeida Cherie Alustriel team good enough to clear endgame stages?
Fun time. Absolutely yes, actually. It is actually very, very impressive how good Matthew, Almeida, and I guess Cherry and Alustriel can get. Grenier will never ever be a good tank. However, he can totally fulfill the role. I believe there is still a Chinese account who is free to play and also never summoning other than for bonds, still playing with the original 5 characters, which obviously include Grenier, Matthew, and Almeida. And it's still going strong.
Greenier Bao Tank.
Grenier Bao Tank, yes, that is very correct. And also a disaster. I guess at least he moves 5. Also, he counterattacks in range 2, so I guess you can put an EMB on him. Okay, let's see what this one does. 3 rounds, cooldown, 2 range blocks. So this kinda interlaces together with the other attack. Not the best idea.
Bao Tank is really good for HM.
Yes, that is extremely specific, but that is also true. Landius is also a good tank for H&M, so there is that problem. Physical damage. Attacks a single enemy, dealing 1.3 damage, with a bonus against flyer, whatever. Before battle, like, there's no version of her that doesn't have bonus damage against flyer, so whatever. Before battle, dispels a maximum of 3 debuffs. Gain 10% bonus damage for each 1 debuff dispelled. Wait, this is debuffs on you? That's pretty bad. Like, how often are you gonna have debuffs on you? After battle, apply the dispel debuffs on the target. Okay, yeah, that's... She's a fun unit to have, but I'm not sure this is good. However, so okay, Alustriel is strong, she can do cool things, she can attack, she will be useful as a unit. She's clearly not a PvP game breaker, so that's fine, but it could be very fun in PvE. However, I believe that her unique equipment, which we may try to look up right now, Alustriel, helmet. Magic defense 10%. When on a forest, mountain, or plains tile, unit can ignore guard and restore 20% of damage dealt after battle. That is a great equipment. The only bad part about that equipment is that it costs the helm slot, which usually goes to King's Crown. But fuck it, that's amazing. Like, just for staying in defensive terrain, which means like more than half of the Apex maps, you can just ignore attack guard. And then also heal in case the battle was getting physical. How cool is that? So Alustriel can become an extremely good unit. Possibilities of how to build her. If you want to go melee, you need an Ulr's bow, because she has this melee mini penalty removed for ranged attacks, but still you may want to attack in range 2 with your melee units. So you have that as a choice. Or of course you can go...
I'm still not sold on her soldiers.
Still not sold on the soldiers. That's a very good question. What do we have? Gargoyle is just a normal punch. Demon Hunters have some very useful thingies. Pegasus Rider is also very strong, and Holy Pegasus... Wait, which one of these two would I take? Yeah. Holy Pegasus are also pretty good when attacking. It saves a lot of damage taken. That's pretty good. Demon Hunters would of course work with everything assuming you are still using her talent correctly, which means these things will not slow you down. So, oh, catapult. I mean, it is interesting. You could make a 4-range unit like Zerida can do, but still, I don't recommend this. So yes, she is suffering a little bit on the soldiers department. However, some people may have fun with this, so it is perfectly fine if they decide to do so. Regarding equipment, I think because she's a medium class user and holy shit, medium class armor are the best. Last rights, of course, if you can spare them. I think the unique helmet will replace anything else you wear here because it's just incredibly good. Hilariously, she can use fucking any weapon that she wants. EMB is possible, Ulrus bow is possible, and even Hydra's bow is possible. I don't think any of the daggers would be good, so you can completely ignore this. But you know what? If you feel like using it, it's good. Hydra bow also could be good. Just simply because it just works. And then on here, any of the attacking talents would work. I would go, for example, any of the attacking items would work. I think she can actually use Lone Star Armlet because she usually will attack alone and then move back. However, I found that that is actually very bad usually, and because you want to keep your team tight most of the times. And of course, I cannot look at the Awakening yet, especially because it doesn't exist. But yeah, this is actually Alustriel then. So chat. We are through with the intended content, and we're still above 30,000 crystals. Is it time maybe to finish Macho Lotto? Or should we actually be very happy with our polls and just call it a day? What do we think? We think in the meantime that maybe we can look at our matches.
More equip banner must get dem helmets.
More equip banner. Oh, Puphead. That's that's very well played. Actually, how much do we have? 29 tickets. Okay, I will at maximum 2 polls. If the first one already has a tur, I will stop. Again, this is the wrong one. Don't summon in the wrong one.
Wrong banner.
Yeah, thank you. This time I paid attention. We are looking for the Fury of Tur. And we will obviously get all the others before we get even one of those. So here we go. And F. F in chat. For the Fury. F. Nope, that's actually nothing. Wow, impressive. Finding nothing in an equipment banner is such a low chance, actually. Okay, last one. We stop here. I'm gonna do a T of Tur. Nope. Oh, what a disaster. You know what? It's actually fine. And the reason we're gonna stop here is because I am now 20 into the pity rate. Which means if I ruin it now by summoning a third run and then getting an SSR, I will have spent 30 tickets on an actually high chance to get SSR, rather than just say, hey, those 20 tickets could have just been heroes, we'll move forward. So I refuse to summon anymore. It is the smart thing to do, and I need to think of conservation of things. And the same, I think, goes for the Big Bros Gamble. The fact that we got this so early is amazing. I would be very sad of going forward and grabbing, you know, all these 4 just to start grabbing the good prices. With that said, I think we are on time to review a little bit of this. So let's take a look into my games. Once again, my idea going into these games was to do the best I could with still the summoning strategy. And in the case of the first opponent was not aware of how I actually play. So I got to summon some of my favorite units, including Leonhard, I think most matches. And I gotta say, opponent went straight to meta, right? So he was playing solidly. He was playing heroes that are known and not, you know, insane stuff. So I think we ended up with a cute pick and ban phase where, of course, he gets rid of all my healers because I actually only have 2. And the opponent, you know what? Let's skip this. The opponent.
ABND, he was 1 level behind you.
Yeah, the level. I actually went crazy about the leveling on the day before. Yeah, that was very true. So because of the circumstances, I thought, you know what? I am player 1. How about I just go all in and, you know, I have to get the jump on this Claret because otherwise she just have like infinite range and then she can stay back for all the time she wants. So I said, you know what? Pause. If you look at the range of this, it's really, really not enough to get there. So I'm thinking, I'm gonna get here and I'm gonna explode. At the very least, like 3 people will get hit, right? So this is my bet. And the reason why I put Leonhard here is because it is the furthest away I can be while still being able to buff with Varna, right? That was the plan. So now I come with Varna. I have to use the aim, which is a little bit crazy. And then go for mass attack. And then he thinks, you know what? I don't want my Claret to get hit by the no extra turn thing. So I decide, you know what? That's fine. I'm just gonna go in a different direction and make sure that some other of your units are more in trouble. But Claret can stay over there. So I go in here. One very important thing. I am absolutely missing the old Balance Blade sword. Like, I don't care that this is a good idea for dispelling, and actually dispelling 4 buffs is really, really good. Like, for example, Julia's faction buff is completely gone, and now she has 2 debuffs. Right, so it's like, oh, okay, you basically did nothing. I don't even know if she had faction buff. Maybe yes, maybe no. But it's just really cool. I got, of course, insanely lucky about these dispels. But realistically speaking, all he needs to do is just AoE heal, and then all the stuns are gone. So, yes, it was lucky. It doesn't do all the things that we would want. And then the fact that I came over here means that he's so spread out that he really cannot heal all of the units over there. So I decided to go that way. Of course, Julia at any point can still go like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna kill you. I don't care. And then I heal. And then I actually don't heal. Yes. So I take the chance and I say, you know what? I want Julia removed.
Apparently the Leonhardt meta is clocked now with Dispel Sword and 1 single target skill.
Ooh, that's gonna be interesting. I think Breeze is amazing, but yeah, maybe you're right. So I decide, you know what? I'm gonna attach this Claret so that her troops are not able to deal all the damage. Of course, opponent decides to pass because of this, and then I'm ready to just move forward. And because I still have first turn, I position Joshua in a way that then I can use, of course, this AoE, and boop, this kills the first life of this, and Claret survives with 20 HP or something silly like this. Uh, 194 HP, of course. So she heals a little bit, but it's obviously not quite a lot. I go AoE, I get a cute silence over here. Landius disappears. He goes like, I was not even here. And even though this is now healed, I still have most of the advantages. I decide that it's more important to try to kill this Serida rather than stay around here and buff for the next turn. So I just do this. Opponent was gonna get first turn anyway, so I decided, you know what, it's fine. So Claret goes in, gets a kill, but because she got a kill, she doesn't get to act again. Which means now all my units are able to just attack. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I also checked that opponent could not get in range. Could not get in range to heal. That's why I didn't really care. I didn't go, for example, with Listel first. Then I got the kill. I used 1000 arrows strictly to run away. And now I'm basically back with everyone else. And even if there's a kill here, though there is not, it was going to be an easy end, right? Because I just Blood Queen every turn. And that's more than enough because Fireflow. Good. So, that was game 1. Then comes game 2, where I am actually second player, and I seem to have forgotten how to play as second player. This time I'm actually using Bernie, which is supposed to help me, of course, stop enemy healing, especially with Tiaris being very active in the healing. So I say, you know what? I'm gonna take a nice turn here and approach the enemy. And at some point in the middle, I thought, you know what? I have to jump in like crazy. So this is what I end up doing. When I started counting where people were sitting, I just saw like, okay, I don't want to get punched by Julia, so I'm gonna sit in the front line together with a non-faction, no, a defending juggler, right? Then I thought, okay, it's gonna be enough because whatever the enemy does, I cannot get silence because of this, so I didn't care about the AoE from Bozo. And then I could just, you know, move into here and explode everyone. And then opponent goes like, yeah, cute. You have no healer, therefore now your juggler is stunned. To which I think, I'm basically going to have to somehow try to remove this guy because I was not super smart and he still has the cavalry. You know, the Royal Cavalry, which means now he cannot move, not even over the water, which basically means he has no range to anyone. I put Varna on the way because I didn't want Landius to move over to where Bernie is and protect him. And then I went to try to AoE. And then I realized this is probably not gonna work. Varna gets killed, that's an easy one. And then opponent only has to exist. And still they will get first turn because this guy is stunned. They bring Landius to me, and then I think, you know what, maybe I can do something out of this. So I try to stun over here, go for luck again. I am going to hit this Bernie by the AoE. Get an act again because I hit 2 people. And then I will try to dispel things or hit things, but I am so close to Bernie, I could not even get out of range of Bernie, that the damage got reduced severely. And then this simple heal removes the stun. Not looking good. I've already lost a unit, and opponent is basically without any problems. Luckily for me, the burn dies to the burn. This is complex. And then I thought, you know what? I'm gonna make everyone's life complicated by changing their movement type to water. Until I realized Julia has actually absolutely no problem walking on water. Bozel flies, and well, Landius was already protecting, so it was 0 problems for them. So I get my Swan Song back, and I think either I get insanely lucky or this is over. And then I decided this is over. At this point I was really not gonna fight to the last. I thought, you know what, it's fine, we can go to the next game. They banned my Joshua because on the first game it was really strong. I obviously banned jugglers because that's the way I go. And I end up with an Estelle this time, and that makes me really happy. Estelle in this case is serving a few purposes. Mainly, she can take whatever hit Claret wants to do and die, which is more than enough for me from the performance of Estelle. Like, I don't need her to do anything special. She, of course, is very useful at being in the way. But the important thing is Claret can no longer kill a random target that is her choice. He can only kill Estelle. However, because of the position of the enemy, I realized, hey, I can do the thing again. Where I just go insanely close. And then, okay, so the original plan was to get here, which is still enough. But in this case, now we have Breeze, so we actually can go anywhere we please and just start AoE. And then I go for Mass Attack. Opponent goes for Miracle, and surprisingly leaves the Tiaris right here. So I think, okay, time to hit the Tiaris. And then once again, I think I really would have preferred the actual sword here, the ranged sword. Because I'm only hitting these 2, otherwise I would have hit everyone and Tiaris twice. which then leads to, for example, this attack, which would have killed Tiaris. But now she survived, but she got stunned. At the moment she got stunned, the opponent was like so dead, and it is true, this was insanely lucky on my behalf, and I don't mind because I really needed a lucky moment like that. So it's what I end up taking advantage of. As we said, I wanted to bring Estelle for Claret not to kill one of my important characters, but then I missed anyway. So at this point we are like, okay, first turn is still mine, so whatever I'm gonna do, the only thing I need to take care of is to make sure that I can kill Tiaris before she can act. So I put Bozil in this forward position, and as you can see, I can just move forward and kill Tiaris. That's all I care about. And then I thought, what if Lana comes here and silences us by hitting, you know, here, and then silences Bozil? I cannot stay at AoE range, so I'm gonna get so close that I can actually just move and attack if it's needed. And then opponent just doesn't do that. So I go forward, I take care of this Tiaris, and it doesn't even matter that this person is silenced or whatever. I can basically ignore Julia for now. I get attacked here first. Estelle goes to punch Landius. Landius dies. Landius runs away, but gets in range from my AoE. He doesn't quite die, but whatever. That's amount of health that I don't care about. Julia attacks Bozil, but Bozil doesn't really care. Bozil kills Julia and stays flyingly away from the problem. Lana attacks, doesn't get the kill on Leonhard, but gets the stun. I don't care. It's time to Phoenix. And Phoenix says, hello. Remember me? Landius is gone. And with Landius gone, the battle is basically over. Opponent fought to the end. That's very nice. You always have to try your best when you know your only option is lose. Because who knows? Maybe there is a mistake. Maybe there is something else. So yeah, we moved on to the second battle, and my god, I'm gonna show you so many mistakes here, but it's okay. I was really not in a good position. So Knusbackex, of course, already knows me, knows how to play against me, knows to play against my AoE, and the positioning that he was taking was very decent, and I made so many mistakes. Mistake number 1. I think here I already forgot one of the skills on Listel. Let me check. Yep, if you can notice, I have Mind Bore instead of Touch of Death, and Touch of Death would have made it so that at least one of these 2 healers would be useless. But we already failed, so good job. I brought Sakura as well, so I thought like, maybe I don't need that. No, it was just a mistake. I didn't think anything strange, I was just not thinking. Okay, positioning goes. I'm prepared for this Listel to try to trick Estelle, but I really don't mind. Like, I'm not gonna use Phoenix while I have the debuff on. And none of these units except Sakura can actually kill Estelle very quickly. So I decide, you know what? We're gonna delay. I'm gonna find the time where the positioning is good. Wow, I actually attacked here. That makes no sense. I should not have attacked. What I was thinking here is like, I need him to start using his healers, but it doesn't really matter. Like, that was just a mistake. This is a very nice blow, actually. It takes half the health of Sakura. But then again, because no one is there to follow up, I'm just too far away with everyone else, it doesn't really do anything. Just gets healed, the debuff is removed, so I basically did nothing there. I use a Mind Bore trying to land a silence. I have no idea what I'm doing at this point. So as you can see, this match went considerably worse than the previous one. I think what I wanted to do is try to take this Listel down as much as I could. But of course, invulnerable.
Trying to land silence when you got no silence, Monka S.
Yes. I was so out of the game while playing this that I'm seriously not surprised that I lost. I'm not even mad that I lost. You will see even way worse mistakes. I get a cute clock, but it's probably gonna not gonna do anything. They have all the heals that they need. I don't have more AoEs with Joshua. That's gonna change for Season 3. That's gonna be amazing. I get a breeze, so it puts some pressure on people. But the thing is, this person is completely healed all the time. And now my Listel is probably dead. Goodbye. So I think, what am I gonna do? Like, of course, I could do the thing with Sakura here, but it doesn't do anything. Oh, look at that also. Look at that bullshit. That was also so hurtful. Like, how much HP was this? 19 HP. I think this is severely undeserved, but whatever. It just is the game, and that's how it goes.
Missed dancers in a fence in nutshell.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess that is actually true. If he had any type of demon guy, like Hellfire Archers, I would totally use that, but not the case. Sakura here just uses the ability to damage me, and I decide it's a good time to cleanse and to become immune to other things. And I don't even get close to a kill here. It's not quite enough. This is a mistake by Knuspakex. This doesn't really work because I have already used... And then I try to get the kill on Listel and not even get that. And then I realized, holy shit, that is dumb. This person has a ranged attack. What am I doing? I didn't even get a kill. I noticed that this defense was gone, but I did nothing. This is mainly the reason why I didn't want to use Sakura yet, because she's only 4 stars. And it means basically that she won't deal any damage. I have a bunch of attack, but I also have some debuffs on me, and that is just really bad. And then of course my Sakura dies, which gives her a free way to use all the... Oh, that was so bad. Like, that combo of things is, first I throw away my Sakura. Also, she heals herself. Also, she heals someone else because for whatever reason she has a hammer that heals. I was like, woo, this is so rough. I'm not coming back from this one. I try to get rid of Estelle and of this, it doesn't work, and I go like, okay, this is clearly not our day. There is a blood dance, I don't care. Everyone will survive this. I think, okay, maybe I get the kill on Chloe, so at least I get that. But then, of course, there is yet another healer. I thought about the option of attacking her instead, like Tiaris, but it really didn't work. And then I thought, maybe I can kill Sakura, and then it didn't work. So, as you can see, literally nothing is working. I think we trade here? No. No one dies, okay. And there's a tranquility, so I cannot even attack here again. And I think, what the hell am I gonna do? There's a nice stick here. It just doesn't get anything done. The faction buff is gone. So maybe I should have used faction buff first. I don't know. I was hoping that it would turn into a death of Sakura immediately, but she didn't. I guess nothing happened. I think I'm still in the game, right? It's not over, but then the heals, and especially the healing light problem, just destroys me absolutely. And I think I was one turn away from having then the blood shield and the thorns just to make sure that the construct dies. It's all really, really, really rough. And as I say, I was one turn away from having Phoenix again, but then of course Lister goes, okay, that's cute of you. How about I do this instead? My Gizarov even dies, so pretty bad. I think what I was trying to do is to give her the turn so that, you know, by suiciding, you would have the what am I looking for? The Phoenix. But it didn't work out, especially with healing light, healing every turn. I think I have like around 20 possible regrets in this. I go for the line AoE, it does nothing, and also I trap myself, so as you can imagine, the match is basically over. This round I would have been able to use Phoenix. I think I actually do, so that's pretty funny. Something I did not know, I could not walk this way. Like, apparently this costs 3 now to move. I thought it was only 1. Or like, you know, respect the terrain. But as it turns out, it's just impossible for her to move. Ah, no, actually it's because of this. Ah, I see. Okay, so it was the goddess left hand. Yeah. Once again
you
proving...
got debuff from Tyrus.
Yeah. Once again proving that goddess left hand is just the best healing stuff. No question now. So yeah, I decide to Phoenix Wave. I know it's gonna kill myself, so I just use it. It's for fancies. I even get a clock, which is really funny. And then we die. So cool. And then I think, okay, I see where this is going. At least I get player 1 now. So how about I go with a little bit more of an aggressive team? And I think this is the game where all my plans come together as they should. I have started picking Olivier a lot more. Olivier is an amazing character and I really enjoy playing with him. And you'll be able to see why very shortly. First of all, I am already taking the initiative, which means like positioning is on my side. And anytime an opponent stays like a little bit out of range of me, for example, in here, yeah, sure, there could be like a touch, but there's no blood dance range. First of all, I am already in range, right? So Bozel has no problem. But how about other people? And the fact is, if you really think about it, I am ready to move 1 more than anything else before. So I just go like, you know what? I will find the best positions for everyone. Also, I gave him the Royal Crown, which means anyone is able to do amazing AoEs. And how many times can I hit 4 people with him? Not many. So here's my first attempt. Reaper's Touch on Dog, I don't care. Actually, Dog for me, especially once the 3C comes out, is really an attack unit. And I think, you know what? Your Listel is really out of place. So how about I force you to defend her? But then everyone is super ready to start attacking you. And I get an excellent position for Beast Shot. Sure, I hurt myself a little bit. But hey, I moved forward, I am protecting. I'll take it. And then it's like, oh no, he will double heal Bat. And I don't care. The good thing that I love about my strategy is that as long as my characters are alive, they're probably gonna do max damage. Like, I don't care if my troops die here, I don't care for basically anything else. Everyone is quite ready to start bombing. 1 unit dead, another unit very dead, and then goes like, Aurora Ring. And I go like, that's actually really cute. It would be very bad if I just did this again. The reason why I use Earthquake first and Black Hole second is because I am hoping as much as possible for heal block. Because maybe I get lucky and I get heal block. Julia dies, Olivier dies, that's fine. Master of Ice, I don't want them to move a lot more. There is a mass heal, but there is heal block, which is exactly what we were trying to do all along. I attack because I still have the Lava Titans, and what I actually want to do is try to deal some fixed damage, but then I forgot, like, another mistake. Of course, the thingy makes him immune to fixed damage. So now I start normalizing. You know, Doggo has survived all the things, and he's still guarding. But then I forget that Chloe is actually int, and I am not tanking int because I bring the wrong skills on purpose. But hey, you know what? I have 2 summons. Come at me, bro. And that's exactly where I think I can just take it slow. I'll be able to guard this attack from Landius. Landius is now out of super healing and protection from fixed damage. So it's time to AoE. My god, the damage on that is so ridiculous. And then I think, you know what? Let's torture Knaspakix, because I'm not killing this Landius anytime soon. So I just started walling him in with my characters. And then on to the last game where I make so many mistakes again. As you can see, I have once again an amazing team. It's like he is just a support, so he doesn't need faction buff. I bring the strong attack with him, with Luna, faction buff with him. I bring touch, and I'm like, yay, I remembered everything. No faction buff on Bozo. No faction buff on Bozel. What was I even thinking? Bozel gets the most out of having faction buff, so of course he should have it at least himself. And I forget. I think something is missing. I don't notice this, by the way, until Dango points it out later. So just imagine how badly I was in my mindset, how outside of the game. Mistake number 2, because you know what? One turn in, I already want to make 2 mistakes. Why am I guarding here? This is obviously the turn to use faction buff. First of all, because I'm already in water. Second of all, because I'm not guarding against anything this person is doing in this turn. And third of all, she needs faction buff. If she wants to attack, she needs faction buff. Huge mistake already. And then I go like, you know what? I mean, of course, there's gonna be an archer because I'm gonna try to Listel this person. So I do the math. Hey, 1, 2, 3 moves here, then 7 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2. Ah, cool. Bozel is safe here. Hi. There's a shorter path to Bozel. Why would the person take the longest path possible? And here's where I think, well, that's actually really bad, because now there's just no way for me to stop Bozel from dying unless I throw another unit in. It cannot be him because he cannot get there in time, so it has to be Luna. Or at least Luna has to do something so that Bozel is not the first target to die. And I see this and I think, you know what? I think I just have to jump in. By the way, did you see that breeze, gale breeze? Just ridiculous. So I go in, and I think, as long as Luna is here, they would either have to kill Luna, or do something with land use, right? Like heal or move land use or whatever. What I forgot, of course, is they can just stay back. So hahaha, I'm using Bozel. Bozel has no faction buff. Look at this damage. I don't know if there could be any less damage than this. And that's already a disaster, right? I'm thinking, okay, that's over. Now all he has to do is just like cleanse all of this, use Liana to heal, and even if I put like healing debuff here, Zerida is more than healthy. And then he runs, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is a good chance. I get to place a Reaper's Touch at least. And then I realize, well, if she has no faction buff, she's not gonna do any real damage. So I guess maybe I'll try to defend with, you know, the block. But of course, the dispel, the bad thing got dispelled. Actually, how many bad things did she have? Did she even have 3? 1, 2, 3. Does this spell really remove 3? Yeah. So that's insane. I got 3 debuffs. This is also the reason why I'm going for maximum talent Bozel, because I need that 4th debuff 100% of the time if possible. Anyway, she gets dispelled. And then I think, you know what? This is gonna be a surprise, because even though she has faction buff and skill, right, the skill, she has backstab, and I have fixed immunity, but because I'm not very smart, I didn't bring faction buff. Listel actually has extremely bad defenses, and she goes like, I'm gonna kill you anyway. Did not matter that you are the tankiest hero, did not matter anything. I just lose Listel like that, and I go, okay, I think this is over. Then I do this, it doesn't even get anyone close to death. He correctly brings stun because there's nothing I can do against this. And I think this is just basically over. I try to get another good AoE going. But at this point they're all able to punch me very, very dead. I think maybe I should have gone with Olivier somewhere, like use him or whatever. But what was I gonna do? I was so out of the game already that I was feeling insanely bad. And yeah, At that point, I just concede. X did not do the mistakes that I did, so it's all fine. He deserved to go forward, and I'm happy that he did. So that's my review of my matches. I hope it was somewhat entertaining. I think Season 3 will be the time where we are gonna be in a much better position, but that will not begin until like 1 month from now. So thank you all very much for joining me. I think this was enough for a slow comeback into Lagrisser. I have been playing every single day on my own, like playing privately and doing the dailies. But slowly I'm gonna try to come back to streaming as things normalize. However, this will be it for today. I still have a lot of things to do, and you know what? We'll meet ourselves on another time. Maybe I'll even decide to cast the remaining matches in the future. We shall see each other then. Until then, good night.